Respected Sadhaka Shrota friends, welcome, salutations, gratitudes, congratulations, wishes and prayers. 12 Vyaktitvas of us, Shanta Gambhira, Prerna Yukta, Prayatnashila, Sadhaka Shrota Mumukshu, Jignasu Shishya Bhakta, Viragi Dharma Sevaka, Loka Sevaka. So too the six sources of blessings. श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास संत वाङ्मय रूपी शास्त्र गण गुरु तत्व गुरु परंपरा स्वगुरु आचार्य ऋषि मुनि महानुभाव सिद्ध पुरुष इत्यादि गुरुगण कर्मेंद्रिय ज्ञानेन्द्रिय अंतःकरण बाह्य जगत संचालक देवतागण all of them are required for our evolution. Seek their blessings with all humbleness and by doing what is to be done to get those anugrahas. Then the Adi Parashakti Mata, then the Ishvara, then the Parambrahma Tattva also. Why should we forget these salient, beautiful things? Why not become conscious of these things and attend to that? What is it stopping us? Why is it should stop us? Why can't we help ourselves in our own spiritual journey, spiritual evolution? Check it. What are those inner and outer things which can be avoided, which are becoming obstructions, which are not allowing us to continue that inspiration or use that inspiration to do sadhana, whatever they are. Slowly reduce them and involve in these things more consciously. Let the lives every moment be true celebration because of our consciously doing the sadhanas to be done. We are enjoying our Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana Shastra Adhinam, greatest. First Vairagya Prakaranam, we are into the penultimate Sarga today, number 32. Having heard in the 31st Sarga the summary of entire Sri Rama's Viveka Vairagya and his prarthanas to the Gurus to guide in that way of life, in that knowledge by which staying in this very world, not caught up in anything, maintaining that inner peace, inner wisdom, inner freedom. Such a beautiful word. The questions feel like studying them as many times as possible. Having heard all this, the entire Sabhasadas, they all get horripilated and spellbound. They have no words to say that all through this 18 or 20, even more than that, sargas of Sri Rama's, that exponential talk or his words of saying, they all were listening like the Chitrapata only. There is no end to their inner solace, peace, and joy because the content was not ordinary at all. You and I, with our meager mind, intellect, and Sanskrita Bhasha, and lesser Shraddha and application, a 0.01% of it we have gone through. But those were so much engrossed, the audience, that they could taste the beauty of it, the depth of it, the value of it, the worth of it, the sublimity of it. They were astonished only. It was awesome to them. They were overwhelmed. Ah, everyone. Who are the ones? Oh, you list is given. Then after starts, the great Pushpa Kumbha Vrushti. And nowhere in any of the Purana Itihasas, which are little we have studied, can see this description the way The flowers that are poured not only on Rama, entire Ayodhya Nagar is filled with flowers. It is miracle only to listen and see this. If one can imagine it, it is nothing like that. Then comes the Nabhascharas, the Siddhagana, the Devatagana, Rishigana, praising Rama, talking to each other about the glorious things which they heard. They say even, we are in the Siddhaloka amidst Siddhas for such a long period of time that we never heard this type of explanation by anyone. Perhaps even Brahmadeva, Brahaspati Deva also may not be able to say the topic as beautifully as said by Rama because it was from his heart. It was from his own genius, experience, contemplation. It was really from the heart, therefore, hitting and touching and piercing and entering into the hearts of every heartily listening audience. Just like in Krishna's Murali Ganam, all the animals, birds, get stunned and spellbound. Here also, it is written, said, the entire Pashu Pakshi Gana also were stunned to listen to that. They were totally in Samadhi only. Shravana Samadhi, you may name it. Such a beautiful portion we were blessed to study in our last 112 days. 100 and not 12 days, 136 days. Little more than 4.5 mahine. Exactly. Beautiful, glorious it is. This is this sarga. Let us chant and see the meaning. Om. 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 Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsarashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yerime Gurubihi Purvam पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व सत्शास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ॐ आवदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति पराङ्गतिम् यद्वाक्यामृतपायिनां प्रतिपदं सत्यं सुधा नीरसा यद्वाक्यार्थविचारणादविमतः स्वर्गोऽपि कारागृहं यद्वाणी विशदात्मपूर्णमनसां तुच्छं जगत्तूलवत् तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे यस्यार्षं प्रथिता जगत्त्रयहिता सा वेदमाता परा यश्चक्रे तपसा वशे सुरगणान् अन्यत् सिसृक्षुर्जगत् तं बोधाम्बुनिधिं दमस्य मुकुटा अलङ्कारचिन्तामणिं विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं श्रुत्या ब्रह्मैव रामः प्रकटितमहिमा येन तस्मै वसिष्ठः यः सीतां ब्रह्मविद्याम् इव सदसि पुनः सत्यशुद्धां किलादात् यद्वाणी मोहमूलं शमयति जगत् आनन्दसन्दोहदोग्ध्री तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्धितीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ओं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य आचार्येभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव कैवल्यसिद्ध्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभवप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपराणां भक्ति ज्ञान योग वेदांतादि प्रक्रियाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां गुरूणां महानुभावानाम् आचार्याणां श्रेयोभिलाषिणां भक्तशिष्य साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासूनाम् आश्रमाणां संस्थानां पूर्णायुरारोग्यैश्वर्यक्षेमस्थैर्यधैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम अनेक शास्त्र श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर उपासना यज्ञयागादि शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन साधना सेवादि सत्कर्मणां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरे स्थित समस्त शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ संस्थापन द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। ओम श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षे नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रं प्रथम वैराग्य प्रकरणं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सैकराय यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभाति अवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ 32 सर्गः। Let us chant as every time we do 30 seconds sarga. Om Shri Valmikirvacha. Om अथ 32 सर्गः। श्री वाल्मीकिर्वाच ओम वदत्येवं मनोमोह विनिवृत्तिकरं वचः रामे राजीवपत्राक्षे तस्मिन् राजकुमारके सर्वे बभूवुस्तत्रस्थाः विस्मयोत्फुल्ललोचनाः भिन्नाम्बरा देहरुहैः गिरः श्रोतुमिवोद्धुरैः विरागवासनापास्त समस्त भववासनाः मूर्तममृताम्भोधि वीची विलुलिता इव तागिरो रामभद्रस्य तस्य चित्रार्पितैरिव संश्रुताः शुनकैरन्तः आनन्दपदपीवरैः वसिष्ठविश्वामित्राद्यैः मुनिभिः संसदि स्थितैः जयन्त दृष्टिप्रमुखैः मन्त्रिभिः मन्त्रकोविदैः नृपैर्दशरथप्रख्यैः पौरैः पारशवादिभिः सामन्तैराजपुत्रैश्च ब्राह्मणैः ब्रह्मवादिभिः तथा भृत्यैरमात्यैश्च पञ्जरस्थैश्च पक्षिभिः क्रीडामृगैर्गतस्पन्दैः तुरङ्गैः त्यक्तचर्वणैः कौसल्याप्रमुखैश्चैव निजवातायनस्थितैः संशान्तभूषणारवैः अस्पन्दैर्वनितागणैः उद्यानवल्लीनिलयैः विटङ्कनिलयैरपि अक्षुब्धपक्षततिभिः विहङ्गैर्विहरतारवैः सिद्धैर्नवश्चरैश्चैव तथा गन्धर्वकिन्नरैः नारदव्यासपुलः प्रमुखैर्मुनिपुङ्गवैः अन्यैश्च देवदेवेश विद्याधरमहोरगैः रामस्य ताविचित्रार्था महोदारा गिरः श्रुताः अथ तूष्णीं स्थितवति रामे राजीवलोचने तस्मिन् रघुकुलाकाश शशाङ्के शशिसुन्दरे साधुवादगिरासार्धं सिद्धसार्थसमीरिता वितानकसमाव्योम्नः पौष्पीवृष्टिः पपातः मन्दारकोशविश्रान्त भ्रमरद्वन्द्वनादिनी मधुरामोदसौन्दर्य उदितोन्मदमानवा व्योमवातविनुन्नेव तारकाणां परम्परा पतितेव धरापीठे स्वर्गस्त्रीहसितच्छट ऋष्यमूककचं मेघ लवावलिरिवच्युता हैयङ्गवीनपिण्डानां ईरितेव परस्परा हिमवृष्टिरिवोदारा मुक्ताहारचयो पमा ऐन्दवीरश्मिमालेव क्षीरोर्मीणामिवाततिः किञ्जल्काम्भोजवलिता भ्रमद्भृङ्गकदम्बका सीत्कारगायदां मोदि मधुरानिललोलिता प्रभ्रमत्केतकी व्यूहा पुरस्फुरत्कैरवोत्करा प्रपतत्कुन्दवलया चलत्कोलयालया आपूरिताङ्गनरस गृहाच्छादनचत्वरा उद्भीवपुरवास्तव्य नरनारी विलोकिता निरभ्रोत्पलसङ्काश व्योमवृष्टिरनाकुला अदृष्टपूर्वा सर्वस्य जनस्य जनितस्मया अदृश्याम्बरसिद्धौघ करोत्करसमीरिता सा मुहूर्तचतुर्भागं पुष्पवृष्टिः पपातः आभूरितसभालोके शान्ते कुसुमवर्षणे इमं सिद्धगणालापं शुश्रूस्ते सभागताः आकल्पं सिद्धसेनासु भ्रमद्भिरमितो दिवम् अपूर्वमिदमस्माभिः श्रुतं श्रुतिरसायनं यदनेन किलोदारम् उक्तं रघुकुलेन्दुना वीतरागतया तद्धि वाक्पतेरप्यगोचरम् अहो बत महत्पुण्यम् अद्यास्माभिरिदं श्रुतं वचो राममुखोद्भूतं महाह्लादकरन्धियः उपशमामृतसुन्दरमादरात् अधिगतोत्तमतापदमेव शयतु कथितवानुचितं रघुनन्दनः सपदि तेन वयं प्रतिबोधिताः इति श्रीवासिष्ठमहारामायणे वाल्मीकिये वैराग्यप्रकरणे नवश्चरसाधुवादो नाम 32 सर्गः। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ओम श्रीराम जय जय राम, 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 जय जय राम, जय जय राम। Om Sri Rama Sharanam Mama, Sri Rama Sharanam Mama, Sri Rama Sharanam Mama, Sri Ramayana Sharanam Mama, Sri Ramayana Sharanam Mama, Sri Ramayana Sharanam Mama, Sri Vasishtha Sharanam Mama, Sri Vasishtha Sharanam Mama, Sri Vasishtha Sharanam Mama, Sri Vishwamitra Sharanam Mama, Sri Vishwamitra Sharanam Mama, Sri Vishwamitra Sharanam Mama, Shri Valmiki Sharanam Mama, Shri Valmiki Sharanam Mama, Shri Valmiki Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Rama Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. O Shri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Yoga Vasishtha महारामायण शास्त्रम वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचितम अथ द्वात्रिंशः सर्गः नमश्चर साधुवाद नामः. Yes, friends, I tell you, sometimes in our grossness and inabilities, though we get very sublime things to listen, we fail to comprehend itself, forget about apprehending it, understanding it, sublimity of it. Before all the Shastra Adhyanam sadhanas are done, may the Lord bless all of us. Surely the Lord should bless us with such a Sukshma Shuddha Antakarana of all four, that we are able to do this so effectively, perfectly, that even one word also is not missed. One sentence sloka is not missed. That preparation in us, let us spend few lives if required in doing such tapasya sadhanas, by which our these upadhis become sukshma enough, shaktivanta enough, powerful enough, subtle enough to grasp these beautiful things. Then only the reveling, then only there is a joy. And all the love for the Shastras, love for our the Rishimuni Guru Parampara, love for the Adhyatmika Jivana, Adhyatmika Lakshya, Sunehi pe Suhaga. The difference between a house made with bricks, not even mud is put on that. Forget about cement plastering and coloring. Just and a house, other one. So beautifully well planned and well constructed with total exteriors, interiors with perfect color combination and everything. क्या बढ़िया रहेगा वो घर. Anything for that matter. One example I give. Same way, listening with so much of non-preparedness, non-qualification, and listening with complete preparation and qualification. Ananda hi ananda. Everything. When I do the japa, do the upasana, the real joy comes of doing to us and to the Lord whom we are doing is only when there is the perfection in performance with the perfect application of all faculties. Only after listening or reading this 30-second sarga, even I realized that we missed this beauty of this chapter in studying very beautifully, deeply, thoroughly, involvedly. किया है but 5% हुआ होगा, 95% नहीं. Maybe when we do from now on, the remaining 5 prakaranas, let us go through them with full of our concentration and involvement, so that maximum we gain, and that gaining not only during the class time, but that gain should remain in our heart as an inspiration, as a strength, as a support for us. Hmm, that's what. Now Sri Valmiki ji is saying to the Bharadwaja Muni. Valmiki ji also saying it to that Raja who has come there. Samvad, Rishi, Rishi Shishya. The Yoga Vasishtha Ramayana started with the Samvad of all those Rishi Muni and that Namaschara, that Apsarasa, all that initial days we saw. So here mainly Valmiki is telling to the Bharadwaja Muni and the Raja. Sri Valmiki Ruvacha. When Rama is talking these things. Vadati evam manomoha virivrittikaram vachaha. Rame Rajiva Patrakshe Tasmin Rajakumarake. Those are all Sati Saptami. Rama, Lord Rama, Rajakumaraka, son of Raja Dasharathji, Rajiva Patraksha, the one who is Aksha, eyes are like Rajiva Patra, the lotus petal. Such lotus petal eyed Rajaputra Sri Rama when he was speaking these Vachaha, Evam Vachaha Vadati, when he was talking. And what are the beauties of these words? Ki mano moha vinivrutti karam. मन के सारे मोहों को शाश्वत रूप से निकालने वाले वचन. मोह confusion, non-understanding, half understanding, misunderstanding, wrong understanding. Manomoha vinivruttikaram vachaha. So in this chapter, that means again studied the delusion in the mind regarding taking the world to be real, to be beautiful, to be worthy of involving. All those notions go away, delusions go away. We can understand limitations of the world, keep it away, do not allow it to enter into the mind and create all the commotions. Manovruttikaram, Moha vinivruttikaram vachaha. Manomoha vinivruttikaram vachaha. Can we remember what was said from Sarga 1 onwards? मुझे तो 2% भी याद नहीं. So those many readings it requires. That's the meaning. But thank God at least one round we made is a record in itself. Even any other Shastra, Upanishad, जो भी बार भ्रष्टचरण करने से ही that will remain in us. That's why spiritual adhenam, Shravana adhenam, sadhana is a total lifelong, every moment completely occupying project. Not like us, so many hours of the day we spend in the worldliness, under the pressure of which all this is heard is suppressed or forgotten only, or thrown away from our minds. Isn't it? Pura engrossed in this. See the life for few years, live in the world, 100% so much, forgetting entire spirituality. But once that's over, enter into spirituality, 100% so much that nothing of the world again is there to pull us into. That is the way involved. है ना? These are the things to be studied. Na? Staying in some ashrama, following all the disciplines throughout the day in the Shravana Manana. अब उसके लिए उतना अंतःकरण शुद्ध ना वासना रिमूवल ऑल ऑफ देम कहाँ है हमको बट होना चाहिए था शायद मे बी while this first second third of study we may get all the puritan blessing by the grace of Rama Bhagavan Vaashishtha Vishwamitra Valmiki ji that in the fifth or sixth round we may get that type of atmosphere to study. But 4-5 round तो लगाना पड़ेगा. Anything Gita, unless we study Gita for 50-60 times, the heart of Gita, heart of Krishna, heart of the Upanishadic summary, we cannot catch it. We are going to study Gita with Adi Shankara Vash. Enough of studying Gita for success in the world, Gita for management, Gita for desire fulfillment. Gita is to give moksha, Baba. I love only to study Gita now with Adi Shankara Bhashya. We are studying it very soon. पक्का स्टार्ट होएगा इसी बार या चतुर्मास में होगा स्टार्ट हो रहा है ना चतुर्मास अभी जुलाई में और मे बी ड्यूरिंग गीता जयंती से स्टार्ट करके अगले 4 महीने जैसा भी हो कौन से भाषा में आई डोंट नो एनीवे सो दिस टू बी थरोली दैट वी स्टडीड सो मनो मोह विनिवृत्तिकरम वचः when Sri Rama Rajakumara lotus eyed when he was speaking such a beautiful words which are the removers of the delusion of the mind. Then that mind now is to be applied, free from delusion, applied for the searching of the reality or the truth. Slowly it will come, that topic will come. So, in this way, when Rama was speaking such words, Vadatyevam manomoha virvurtikaram vachaha Rame Rajiva Patrakshe Tasmin Rajakumarake. राजकुमारके रामे राजीवपत्राक्षे एवं मनोविनिवृत्तिकरं वचः तस्मिन् वदति. When he was speaking like that, conditional seventh case, सती सप्तमी कहते हैं. Then क्या हुआ? सर्वे बभूवुः तत्रस्थाः विस्मय उत्फुल्ल लोचनाः. तत्रस्थाः सर्वे. Tatra there sthaha stationed. Survey all. Babu have become Vismaya with extreme wonderment, Utfulla fully blossomed, Lochanaha the eyes. When they were listening to all these things, their eyes were totally blossomed up or opened up with Ascharya. Vismaya. Atyanta Ascharya Vismaya. For the main thing is the subject matter itself. What is spoke for those 20-25 sargas. More than that, they never expected this from Rama at the tender age of 15-14 years. And thirdly, this was the reason because of which he was in the withdrawn state of not involving in anything. He never revealed to us all that because we were unfit to catch all that. Mind you, ये सब लोग बैठेंगे पूरा 32,000 श्लोक सुनने को, बट सबको दिमाग में नहीं चढ़ेगा. Idea is that no, anybody can listen, hear, but how can one listen and think and understand? Like Bhagavata, you saw when the Gokarna gave that Bhagavata, only one Vimana came to take the Dundukari. Then Gokarna asked, he said, all I have heard, but not did Manana Chintana as done by Dundukari. Therefore, only Vimana came for him to take him to Swarga. Then what to do? Do again. Second time when Gokarna ji did again Bhagavad Samta, everybody heard. Then hundreds and thousands of Vimanas came to take the people of that entire village or whatever along with into that ultimate lokas. Everyone were taken to that. That's how it has to be. So, sarve babuhu tatrastaha vismaya utfulla lochana. That shows they were attentive. Then their listening was explained here by Valmiki ji in such a peculiar manner with a peculiar example. मेरे दिमाग में तो नहीं बैठा हो तो बाबा, मैं तो बताऊंगा आपको, समझाया नहीं मेरे को. वो कहते हैं they were stuck with wonderment while listening to that discourse of Lord Rama in such a manner that भिन्नांबरा देहरुहैः गिरः श्रोतुमिव उद्धुरैः. अब इसको किस भाषा में बताएं कि everyone's clothes were pierced through by the Romavali inside. है ना, देहरुह means the Romavali, the hair, horripulating hairs on the body, that they have pierced the cloth and came out, and their coming out is what? Ki girah srotamivodurahi, that each of the Romavali of them was wanting to listen what Sri Rama is telling. Have you ever heard this type of example? That is the meaning of maybe whoever has written that bhajana. मेरे तन में राम, मन में राम, रोम रोम में राम रे. तो वो लोग रोम रोम से राम के वाणी सुन रहे. That much, even their physical bodies, the hair also was became Chetana Yukta to listen to that words of Rama. लिखा है इधर, भिन्नांबरा देहरुहैः गिरः श्रोतुमिव उद्धुरैः. Those that Deharuhas, the hair on the body, wanting to listen. That the clothes were coming बीच में पियर्स करके है सब सुन रहे हैं. Means that each of the individual who was listening, how much he was totally lost into it. And not only that is always the glory of the quality of the audience, but every time more than that, it is the greatness of the speaker. Like if my talk people don't come, I understand I am not worthy. I am worthy तो बैठेंगे हजारों सैकड़ों लोग. So therefore I talk it for myself, for my understanding. But Rama is speaking from the heart, from his own experience. Not only it is in his interest, the subject matter is in the interest of the entire universe. It is useful for everyone. So they were listening so attentively that the Romavali were piercing the clothes, wanting to listen. So Sarve Babu Tatrastaha Vismaya Utfulalochanaha. विस्मय उत्फुल्ल ऐसे सुनते तो कान से, कोई वस्तु आंख से देखोगे तो योर आंख विल ओपन अप ना, ये तो सुन रहे कान से. But how come the eyes have become blossomed up? Means every indriya was involved in that. It shows Rama was narrating all with all his facial expressions, emotions, सारा. जैसे कोई ऐसे बड़े एक्टर सिनेमा में एक्ट करता है, डांस करते हैं कुछ, you listen with the ears the dialogue, eyes also enter into that show, that expressions may be like that. तो सर्वे तत्रस्ताः बभूवुः विस्मय उत्फुल्ललोचनाः भिन्नाम्बरादिहरुहैः गिरः श्रोतुमिवोद्धुरैः. And to all of them, this Sri Rama's discourse or the words has shown the effect. What was the effect? Viraga vasana pasta samasta bhava vasana. Muhurtam amrutam bodhi vichi vilulita iva. What an expression it is. Viraga vasana. In them, the Vairagya vasanas entered into every nook and corner of their all layers of personalities, so much that apasta samasta bhava vasana. From all of them, all the samsara vasanas have been removed at one go. इतने वैराग्य के वासनाएं बने कि समस्त भव वासना वहां से निकल गए हैं. देखो हमको हुआ क्या ये नहीं हुआ तो आपकी स्पीकर ठीक नहीं है. स्पीकर को भी सुधरना पड़ेगा, श्रोताओं को भी सुधरना पड़ेगा. विराग वासना, विराग के वासनाएं, they have grown so much that apasta means totally eliminated samasta bhava vasana of all of them. Imagine from their minds, for them also the desire for the world, bhogas, whatever they were, which were always creating agitations, in the mind, disturbances, restlessnesses. Every one of them just oozed away, gone away, thrown away. And they were feeling muhurtam amrutam bodhi vichi vilulita iva. They were dancing, surfing as if, in the beautiful waves of the ocean of Amrita. Amrita, nectar. Amrita Ambodhi, the ocean of Amrita, nectar. Vichi, the waves, Vichi whales, Vichi Vilulita iva, as if they are enjoying in those waves. They all go because with the Krishna in the Yamuna Vichi. Vichi means the waves. They were all in the enjoying the ecstasy of playing as if in the waves of the ocean of nectar, nectarine ocean. Like we have studied the before Prakarana Grantha, Shivananda Lahari. शिवा आनंद लहरी. हियर अमृतांबोध लहरी में वो सब लोग आनंद कर रहे. That surfing people you can see in oceans and all, कैसे वो आनंद में फ्रीडम से, yes, they are standing on that, moving. and they have totally surrendered their faculties in listening to the Rama. It was affecting so much that beautiful Viragavasanas came. They have removed all the Bhavavasanas. That led to such an Ananda of a Amrita. उस आनंद अमृत समुद्र के लहरों में आनंद लेने का अनुभव सबको हुआ. That is the power of this Vairagya Prakaranam if we also listen with that type of attentiveness. Because the subject matter in each of this sarga, one thing was taken. अहंकार के लिए एक सर्ग, मन के लिए एक सर्ग, चित्त के लिए एक सर्ग, शरीर के लिए एक सर्ग, विषय भोग के लिए एक सर्ग, है ना? In this way, how many sargas Sri Rama spoke about? Complete picture, isn't it? The whole सृष्टि के बारे में, and then one's own life in total. All the bhoga vastus, their limitations. Because of it, what happens in the mind? The bhaya which he has experienced. Oh, I tell you, it's these 20, 32 sargas, 31, 33, Vairagya Prakaranam can be, yeah, 32 episode, half an hour or 1 hour serial it can be. If somebody can take it out, science, technology इतना बढ़ रहा है ना, every of our Sanatana Shastras should be on the screen now. Depicting in whatever the form it is, a dance, a drama, a song, along with the original. Okay. I was so stunned to see this one because these are such a deep words, shlokas, themes. Can't explain in words. अपन सबके अंदर विराग बैठकर सबके भावासना चले गए. उनको लग रहा है कि आनंद अमृत लहर में वो लोग आनंदित हो रहे, आनंद अमृत समुद्र में. अब इसको किस शब्दों में लिखे, शब्दों में कहे? ऑल द सब्लिमिटी ऑफ द थीम, the way of speaking by Rama, the attentiveness of them, and the effect of the whole subject. How can I explain it? Even Valmiki has written that shloka. For him, that is it. Isn't it? Narayana. तागिरो रामभद्रस्य तस्य चित्रार्पितैरिव संश्रुताः शुणुकैः अन्तः आनन्दपदपीवरैः. So ताः गिरः रामभद्रस्य गिरः तस्य रामभद्रस्य ता गिरः. रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः वदये नमः. रामभद्रस्य तागिरः तस्य रामभद्रस्य तागिरः. Of that Ramabhadra Bhagavan. Ramabhadra. Bhadra means Mangalata. Rama Nama only gives liberation. The whole Rama Vigraha is Mangala Swaram only. Of that Ramabhadras, those Vani Giraha. Ramabhadrasya Tasya Tagiraha. Those Vani, when they were all listening, how they were listening? Chitrarpitaihi va samashrutaha. Shrunukaihi. By the Shrutas, he was being heard, they were listening, as if they all have become chitra, stunned like a picture, motionless, or a statue ki tarah, they were all listening. There are some sceneries we might have gone through, some movies seen ho, या somebody's spellbinding, very inspirational lecture हो सकता है. Oh, बाप रे, thunderous rain it is outside. है ना? Great lecturers are there, great singers are there, ग्रेट भजन कीर्तकार होंगे, कोई ऐसे सिनेमा होएगा, और somebody is doing a great पूजा. चित्र अर्पित ही इवा संश्रुताः. In that we have to estimate the greatness of the Ayodhya Vasins also, their liking for that subject, and you can also add the other details that I think they might have told to each one कि राम जी अपनी स्थिति का कारण बता रहे अपने गुरुओं को. डंडोरा पिट गया होगा, then everybody came listening. चित्रार्पितैव संश्रुतः शुनकैः. And while doing so, antah, inside, anandapadapīvaraihi. They were becoming healthy, rich, fat because of the ananda they are getting from that listening. फिर उनके अंदर भी वो शुद्धता है. अंदर आनंदित होते हुए एक चित्र के समान, पिक्चर के समान, स्टैचू के समान खड़े होकर they were all listening. वाल्मीकि जी टेलिंग इट टू भरद्वाज जी, भाई तुम भी ऐसे सुनो. From these things only, then Tulsidas ji बार बार he writes, सुनियता तमति मन चितलाय, तो रही महौ कहु समुझाय, सुनौता तमति मन चितलाय. Lot of times he says, in Gita also, Shruno, 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 Suno, Suno, Suno. In Upanishad, E Saumya, E Dhiraha, all that vocatives are used. Done. Now, who are the ones who are assembled there is said in few shlokas. Let us on this auspicious day remember their names. बढ़िया है कि नहीं? पढ़ो. वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्राद्यैः मुनिभिः संसदि स्थितैः जयन्तदृष्टि प्रमुखैः मन्त्रिभिर्मन्त्रकोविदैः नृपैर्दशरथ प्रख्यैः पौरैः पारशवादिभिः सामन्तैः राजपुत्रैश्च ब्राह्मणैर्ब्रह्मवादिभिः तथा भृत्यैः अमात्यैश्च पंजरस्थैश्च पक्षिभिः क्रीडामृगैर्गतस्पन्दैः तुरङ्गैः त्यक्तचर्वणैः कौसल्याप्रमुखैश्चैव निजवातायनस्थितैः संशान्तभूषणारावैः अस्पन्दैर्वनितागणैः उद्यानवल्लीनिलयैः विटङ्कनिलयैरपि अक्षुब्धपक्षततिभिः विहंगैः विरतारवैः सिद्धैर्नभश्चरैश्चैव तथा गन्धर्वकिन्नरैः नारदव्यासपुलः प्रमुखैर्मुनिपुङ्गवैः अन्यैश्च देवदेवेश विद्याधरमहोरगैः रामस्य ता विचित्रार्था महोदारा गिरः श्रुताः. These are the list of the people who heard. अब सुनकर तो आश्चर्य होता है. Who are there in that? संसद सभास्थली. तो वशिष्ठ, ओल श्री वशिष्ठ भगवान की जय. साक्षात गुरु ऑफ दिस शास्त्र, गुरु ऑफ एंटायर इक्ष्वाकु वंश, ब्रह्म मानस पुत्र, great great grandson, grandfather of Vyasa Bhagavan, great grandson. Vyasa ji is for Vasishtha. Vyasam Vasishtha Naptaram. Vyasa ji Vasishtha ji के. तो वशिष्ठ भगवान, प्रणाम करो मन ही मन. वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र, अगेन ग्रेट ग्रेट सेंट, ब्रह्मर्षि बन गए. विश्वामित्र ऋषि, don't underestimate him, one of the greatest tapaswins. Vishwamitra Adyaihi Munivihi. Adi means Vamadeva and whoever other Rishi Muni Gana at that time are there, उन सबका आपको वहाँ लिस्ट बनाना है. Adyaihi Munivihi. So Munis were there. They were all listening with the quiet minds. Then Samsadisthitaihi, they were all there in that Samsad. Because it must have been announced कि श्री राम जी बोलने वाले हैं वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र जी को अपना प्रॉब्लम. Or Vishwamitra ji has come for his darshana. They all have anyway came. It's all after this sabha only, no discussion. Okay, after receiving the reception and praising Dasharatha, on the request of Dasharatha, Vishwamitra ji said, okay, I have to take Rama with me to eliminate those Rakshasar who are disturbing the yajna. Then Rama was called. This was the Rama situation at that time. You remember the story, na? 4 महीने हो गए, इसे तो याद कम है, मुश्किल है, फिर भी. सो वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्राद्यैहि मुनिभिः संसदि स्थितैः. सो पिक्चराइज करो मन में. All Vaashishtha rishis are seated in their respective dignified, beautiful asanas. Then Jayanta Dhrushti Pramukaihi Mantribihi Mantra Kovidaihi. So great mantris for Dasharath. There two names are given, Jayanta and Dhrushti. Like that, all the Mantri Mandali who are Mantra Kovidaha, who are highly thoughtful and matured to again and again give suggestions, advices to Dasharatha in the maintenance of that entire Ayodhya Nagari and the whole kingdom. So great Mantri Ganas were listening. 15 साल का लड़का है, नॉट आउट ऑफ ऑब्लिगेशन कि अब राजा का पुत्र बोल रहा है चलो लेट अस सुनो, सुनना पड़ेगा, मजबूरी है. Like the servants sometime in the house have to play with this useless fellow, the grandchild of that house. बेकार है वो, थोड़ा उसको क्या करे वो लोग, they are giving salary. Not like that. Rama and his talk was so sublime, they were also not matured. So Vaashishtha Adi Rishi Muni, Vaashishtha Vishwamitra, then this mantris like Jayanta Drushti. Then third list, Nrupair Dasharatha Prakhyayi. Great Rajas, starting from Dasharatha. Might have assembled there. उस दिन मीटिंग होगा है, बुलाए होंगे. Yeah, they might have come to see Vishwamitra ji. So, Nrupayi Dasharatha Prakhyayi. दशरथ समान बहुत सारे राजा है. Then Pauraihi Parashavadibihi. So Parashavadi may be the representative of the Paura to tell what's happening for the Praja and what is to be done. Like that, many may be there. That the people's representative, the king's representative, the mantri's representative, and then the Rishivari. Examples are given, names, you have to make the list of all. Vaashishtha Vishwamitra Adi Rishi. जयंत दृष्टि आदि मंत्री, दशरथ आदि राजा लोग, पारकशवादि आदि ऑल द पौरास. 3 हो गए. फोर्थ वन सामंतैहि, वेराइटी ऑफ द सामंत किंग्स. सामंत राजा मीन्स like they have their own Rajya given freedom to rule, but they are under the main Chakravarti, our Samrat Dasharatha. So they give the taxes, etc. Everything required. There is no war between them, fighting between them. Like maybe all states and the center in India. Goodwill है सबके बीच में. So सामंत means they are all. Then राजपुत्रैहि च, इन्हीं जितने भी राजा हैं उनके पुत्र भी आए हुए हैं. सामंत राजपुत्रैहि. Fifth list. Sixth one ब्राह्मणैहि. The entire Brahmana Kula was there. In that Brahmanas also different main vritti होता ही है. Other also many things they do. तो ब्रह्मवादि भी ब्राह्मण ही. तो ब्रह्मवदितुम शीलम येषाम ते ब्रह्मवादिनः ब्रह्मवादि भी ब्राह्मण. मीन्स देर वेद पारायण करने वाले, वेद का यज्ञयाग कराने वाले, वेद का व्याख्यान करने वाले, उन कल टुमारो इट विल कम इन मांडुक्य. देन द वेदांत विषय को बोलने वाले, दे आर कॉल्ड ब्रह्मवादी. Our Shweta Ashwatara Upanishad, we are seeing from more than 106 days, 18 days, 4 months, the Sambandha Bhashya. But when the first chapter starts, first shloka is Brahmavadino vadanti kim karanam brahma kutasma jata jivamakena kvacha sampratishta. So Brahmavadino vadanti, with that it will start. So in Prashnoparishad, te brahmaparaha brahmanishtaha parabrahmanveshamanaha. So the Brahmanas who are masters of the Vedas, Rajaputras, Samantas, then Raja Dasharatadi, then the other Mantrigana, then Vaashishtha Vishwamitradi, Pramukha. 6 categories are seen by us now. 7th one, Tatha Bhrutyaihi, the entire Sevaka Gana of different departments. 7th. 8th one, Amatyaihi, entire Mantri Gana of different portfolios. तो मेन मंत्री तो बताए. कैबिनेट मंत्री, देन अदर अमात्यास। आज दोनों ने मीटिंग लगाया, नतीजा क्या है नहीं पता, 8 को तो प्रमाण स्वीकार है। So Vrityahi, Amatyahi, the eighth category. Ninth one, the most important. Panjarasthaischa Pakshivihi. You know, lot of Pakshi Ganas that are in the Pinjara, all of them. You know, वो जो क्या कहते हैं उनको, पालतू वाले पक्षीगण, पंजरस्थैः च पक्षिभिः, नाइन्थ कैटेगरी। विश्वामित्र, जयंत दृष्टि, नृपैः दशरथ, पौरैः पारशवादि, सामंत 5 हो गए, राजपुत्र 6, ब्राह्मण 7, भृत्य 8, अमात्य 9, and the birds panjaraste pakshibhi. The variety of pakshis must have been kept in the panjara, not only the tota, all other. 10th category. Then 11th one is what? Krida mrugaihi. All the sporting animals that are there. So that Sabhasada has got freedom for them to stay, move there. क्रीड़ा मृग ही, क्रीड़ा मृग में मेनली ये जो खरगोश, डियर्स, समटाइम्स द कैट्स, मे बी पेट्स, डॉग्स, आजकल तो इतने वैरायटी है, क्रीड़ा मृग ये सब होते हैं। क्रीड़ा तम सृजसि प्रपंचम अखिलम क्रीड़ा मृगास्ते जनाः, द क्रीड़ा मृगास, द डियर्स एंड ऑल ऑफ देम, जिनको ट्रेन करके वहां खेलने के लिए रखते हैं, क्रीड़ा मृगई। देन 11th क्रीड़ा मृगहि, देन दिस क्रीड़ा मृगाः ना गतस्पंदैः। गतस्पंद means what? They are not moving here and there. They are seated at one place, not moving. In one house when I was giving satsang ना 7 दिन का, और हफ्ते में एक बार जाता था, कभी कभी 2-3 दिन, लॉन्ग बैक 20-22 years देर, डॉग घर का जो कुत्ता वो बैठता था वो क्लास में, whole satsang she will listen. That lady will get up once and twice, but she is क्रीड़ा मृगाः गतस्पंदैः. They are not. They are in such an alertness. They are both sensitive होते हैं. They know if they move, all others get disturbed. Something is sublime is going on. But in them also jivas are there. They are listening. क्रीड़ा मृगाई. कल बताएंगे, आज पूरा नहीं होगा वो. I may take more time. हाँ, मैं तो स्टंड हो गया पढ़कर कि लिखा है कि ऊपर ऊपर छत वत में सारे कबूतर, यहाँ मेरे बाहर, यहाँ से 3 मीटर दूरी, there is a place, इतने 15-20 कबूतर, so much sound they used to make. I used to feel disturbed in the class. अब देखो जब से वाल्मीकि रामायण शुरू हुआ, ये वाला ये वाशिष्ठ, पता नहीं, इवन हो दे आर देयर 10-12 ऑफ देम, दे आर सो क्वाइट. वैसे जनरली रात को शांत होते ही है, बट वी डू आवर क्लास एट 6 PM नो, 6 को तो अंधेरा होता नहीं, अभी गर्मियाँ चल रहे, मिनिमम दैट इज ऑल ओनली द फाइबर ग्लास वाला है, चलते इतना साउंड आता. I warned them few times. Then they are there, they make minimum sound. Last 10 days I am seeing in that school का छत पे भी, जो 3 मीटर दूर है, 3 मीटर दूर मेरे, 8-10 बैठते हैं. Then I have shown you the घोंसला there in that kitchen, small birds and all. कौन से जीव आके सुनते नहीं पता. Maybe here also so many. Because it is by Lord Ramachandra. इस तरह from that Ramavatara color till now, how many millions must have studied and heard Yoga Vasma Ramayana and got that moksha. We don't know. That's the glory of it. अभी गुरु महाराज का प्रवचन शुरू नहीं हुआ, teachings, guidance, ज्ञानम, but even here. So क्रीड़ा मृगैः अस्पंदितैः 11. 12th one what? तुरंगैः. All the horses त्यक्ता चर्वणैः. They are not graze in the grass. त्यक्त चर्वणैः. तुरंग. तो तुरंग उस सभा में कहाँ से है मत पूछो आप. ऑल these राजा राजपुत्र है तो घोड़े में चैरेट में आएंगे. They might be parked outside, and because everybody is so silent, the words of Rama going out. And they, when they want to listen, they can be very conscious to listen. They can listen. Don't have any doubt. त्यक्त चरवना, घास चरना छोड़कर घोड़े सुन रहे थे. स्पंदना छोड़कर क्रीड़ा मृग वर listening. Very great, no, to listen. Such an enchanting thing. मतलब सुनने का श्रद्धा इच्छा क्वालिफिकेशन है तो किसी भी योनि में सुन बैठ कर रहकर सुन. अगर है नहीं वैसे क्वालिफिकेशन फॉर ह्यूमन बीइंग बनकर भी देखो, वी जस्ट वेस्ट आवर लाइफ इन अनवांटेड थिंग्स. एंड यू एंड आई, सम ऑफ अस हु आर रेगुलरली कमिंग, रियली आर लकी, आई टेल यू. इन दोज अदर रेगुलरली कमिंग पीपल, ओनली दिस क्लास के लिए जो आते हैं वो ज़्यादा लकी, सबसे ज़्यादा. माई प्रेयर्स मोर फॉर देम. एनीवे, राम कृपा तो ही. So 12th category is the horses without grazing grass. And you can add the elephants and all that. 13, Kausalya Pramukaihi cha Aiva. The Kausalyadi, all the Rajamata se lekar. It is her, Dashrath ji has 180 wives. Not one or two. Even Vasudeva has 18 wives. Devaki is one of them. Krishna is born to them. Then the Raju, Maha, great people. So the other Rajas, they give their putris for the Vivaha. They used to be like that. So here, Kausalya Pramukhai means Ranivaske, all the people. The 13th number. Then Nija Vatayana Sthitai. They are all in the balcony, seated. They are not in the mere Sabhagara. Then वहाँ बैठकर वो लोग थे. See that beauty of this. Samshanta Bhushana Ravaihi. Samshanta Bhushana Ravai means they are Samshanta Bhushana Ravai Aspandai. They were so much stunned, means stationarily sitting and listening without a movement, that even little movement they do, the ornaments they wear, they make a sound, it disturbs the audience. Karke, absolutely without spandana, stand still, entire Vanita Gana starting from Kausalya Mata were seated in the balcony and listening to that. Nija Vatayana Sthitai. वही होंगे मुख्य. कौशल्या सुमित्रा कई का एक चेंबर होगा. इन मंत्रियों के पत्नियों का सेकंड वाला, ऐसा हो सकते हैं ना. तो वातायन तो इट्स अ ह्यूज पैलेस विद राज्यसभा. सो दे वर ऑल लिसनिंग विदाउट मूवमेंट ऑफ द बॉडी, बिकॉज हाथ में इसका आवाज आएगा या पाँव में जो भी है अपना एंकलेट उसका साउंड. दैट्स स्पेशली मेंशन्ड बाय वाल्मीकि जी. संशांत भूषणारावैः अस्पंदैः वनितागणैः कौसल्या प्रमुखैः निज वातायन स्थितैः. कौशल्या से लेकर सारे नारीगण अपने वातायन में बैठकर, so that when the sound comes they also be disturbed in listening. Next to them they also get disturbed. दूर दूर वाले डिस्टर्ब होंगे, राम जी के फ्लो को डिस्टर्बेंस होगा. See, the animals also aspanda, kridamruga, even this Vanita Jana also aspanda. Wonderful to listen, no? 13th category. 14th, next, Bahar. उद्यानवल्ली निलयैहि, जो मैं अभी बता रहा था, उद्यानवन में रहने वाले. Then विटंक निलयैहि अभी, even little higher altitudes में, पैराफिट में रहने वाले. अक्षुब्ध पक्ष ततिभिः, the groups and groups of Pakshi, the birds also, Akshubdha, they are not disturbed. Remember, we are doing it in the night class, the evening time. वहाँ तो दिन में हो रहा था ना ये सब. अक्षुब्ध पक्षी पक्षततिभिः, है ना. अक्षुब्ध पक्ष, क्षोभा means disturbed, paksha means the wings. They were not moving their wings even. Absolutely stationary were the birds also, which were there in the Udyanavalli, in the whatever the ghoslas are the places where they stay. Akshubda paksha tativihi vihangaihi. Then virata ravaihi. Not even any bird is making any rava sound. पक्षियां तो चुप तो हो नहीं सकते, बोलते जाते हैं. Variety of birds were there, small, big, different sounds. Every one of them are virata ravaihi, not making any sound. That's why पक्षियों के लिए पूरा एक श्लोक ही दिया यहाँ वाल्मीकि जी ने. उद्यानवल्ली निलयैहि विटंक निलयैहि अपि अक्षुब्ध पक्षततिभिः विहंगैहि विरता रवैहि. Without making sound, without moving the wings, they stand still position. Even the birds in the Udyanavana and Vitanka, they were also listening. The 14th category. कितने वेराइटी ऑफ them. अब देखो, अब even Valmiki ji could not find any other way to explain than this, and this is the best way for us to understand how great was that whole sabha of Vairagya Prakarana, Lord Rama's words. Then next, these are all नीचे जो जमीन में भूमि पे रहने वाले. Now 15th onwards. सिद्धैः नभश्चरैः चैव. all आकाश में रहने वाले सिद्ध पुरुष. 15th category. गंधर्व 16th category. किन्नर लोक से आए हैं 17th category. Then Narada 18, Vyasa 19, Pulaha 20, Pramukhaihi Munipungavaihi, etc. The greatest of the Munis were also there in a subtle form, being in the Akasha. They are all listening. सप्तऋषियों में है. And I was also stunned like you all कि व्यास जी का भी नाम आ गया इधर. वैसे व्यास जी तो सत्यवती पराशर, so in that Dwapara Yuga he is born, that's what we think. That is what, no? व्यास जी तो बाद में है, पहले का है. But व्यास जी is eternal. Vyasa is Bhagavan's amsh. In the full blossomed form, he expressed maybe in that Dwapara, but he is eternally there. From this you can study. And I tell you in one of the topics in Yoga Vasrama, Vaashishtha will tell Rama, कि this is the whole knowledge. You yourself will give in a Dwapara Yuga as a Krishna to Arjuna. करके वशिष्ठ जी बोलेंगे राम जी को. गीता का जिक्र आएगा योग वासिष्ठ रामायण में. We'll see in that portion it comes. They are all Siddha Purushas, no? They have gone beyond Desha and Kala. They are pure consciousness. Consciousness is eternal, no? They are one with it, so they are always there. So, Siddhaihi Namascharaihi, Gandharvai, Kinnara, Narada, Vyasa, Pulaha, Pramukhai, Munipungavaihi, the 20 categories of it. Then Anyaihi cha, not only that, them, Deva, Deveshaihi, the Devathas and their leaders. 22, Vidyadhara, 23, Maha Uragaihi, the great serpents, Vasuki, all of them. 24 हो गए. Then these 24 तत्व की तरह category of people, Ramasya of Lord Rama, ta vichitra artha, those great words having wondrous variety of the subtle meanings, Maha Udara Giraha, the greatest words, Shrutaha, heard by all of them. Ta Ramasya Vichitrarthaha Maha Udaraha Giraha Shrutaha. By all these people, they were heard. 24 big categoried people there are. उनके नहीं पीछे इतना नंबर अलग वेराइटी बाकी सब. Therefore, what we have heard, the whole Yoga Vaashishtha first Prakaranam, not an ordinary thing. We are one of those Sabhasadas. So feel proud of it. Feel grateful to Lord Rama, Rishi Parampara for blessing us with this. And those who come regularly, you are listening from 4 years all Upanishads and other granthas like Valmiki Ramayana, Adhyatma Ramayana. Then Bhagavad पूरा आपने सुना 1224 दिन, उसके फल स्वरूप ये सुनने को हमको मिल रहा है. I was so excited to study this one ki ye sare log. Like even Bhagavad when was started by Shukadev ji, 88,000 people, Ashtashiti Sahasra. So too when Sutaji was telling Shaunakadi, 60,000 people were there, Rishi Muni only. And how could they listen all of that? I don't know. सब सिद्ध लोग होंगे, माइक वाइक तो होगा नहीं उन दिनों में, but they all heard. Those are the times of highest purity, no? So for them, the Desha Kala were not big obstacles to reach or to listen. Anyway, doing this, now Rama sits silently. Then the whole Pushpa Vrishti Varnana, then the Navaschara Sadhuvada, that will be there. Tomorrow we will see that portion. Then Siddhas will talk. Valmiki will start his talk. That's how the next also Prakarana, which would be the last one, we will enjoy. Thank you. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnas Purnameva Avashishana Om Shanti. Sri Guru. All the list of great Siddha Mursha Rishi Muni they are said. They're all there even now also. In Dasharat ji, Kaushal, ये सब तो चले गए होंगे. But then these Rishi Muni who are eternal, they are there. For them this time is not big. ऐसे ध्यान में बैठते योगी योगी चले जाते हैं उनके. तो यहाँ भी बैठे होंगे कहीं सुनते होंगे. भगवान शक्ति दो, भक्ति दो. Right. Very beautiful thing. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति तस्य भासा सर्वमिदम् ओम दाशरथाय विद्महे सीतावल्लभधनो नारायणाय विद्महे तन्नो मंगलं गुरुभ्यो नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मणे। और श्री श्यावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्र की जय। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय। समस्त ऋषि देवतागण की जय। समस्त श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सदगुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। आज के आनंद की जय। नमः। पार्वती पते हर महादेव हर। सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद। जानकी जीवन स्मृति राम राम। अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदि पराशक्ति माता की जय। समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक से उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक मुमुक्षु मुक्तगण की जय। भारत माता की जय। सनातन धर्म की जय। वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय। आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय। थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स। नो ज्वाइन इन 5 मिनट्स। दूसरा टेक्स्ट हम पढ़ रहे श्री अनात्म श्री विग्रहणम। सुनने वाले टेल योर फ्रेंड्स आल्सो टू ज्वाइन। You know, if you don't inform, nobody will know कि such things are happening. Oh. Anyway.